Always watch what you say. Just one phrase can be very costly. I know this from my own experience. A few years ago, I was still in college. In early spring, I was on my way home from classes and part-time work. It was already dark, and I was on the bus, staring blankly down the street. In some places, the lights were already on in the windows of houses. The bus was pulling through the evening traffic, and I lazily looked at other people's rooms, chandeliers, curtains, flowers in the windows. One of the houses stood just down the street, almost all of its windows dark, but one of them was brighter than the others. I looked closely, and I realized that the window seemed bright because of the silhouette in it. Or rather, because of the face. It was pale, whitened, white enough to appear luminous. I did not have time to see the face, but only realized, or even felt, that something was wrong with it. I even tried to look back, but we had already passed that house. The bus pulled up to the bus stop, opened the doors, and I saw that pale face again. Only now it was in the window of another house. It was just behind the bus stop, and I could clearly see that it was a girl, and she was looking right at me. Without blinking, with a straight look, she was staring at me unkindly, and I couldn't look away. Her face, by the way, was normal, except for the pallor. Normal human features, no creepiness. Only her eyes were very dark. The bus moved, the window stayed behind me, and I gradually calmed down. To avoid looking out the window and seeing her again, I pulled out my phone and stared at the screen the rest of the way. Only once did I look up when a girl in a brightly colored down jacket sat in the seat in front of me. She turned her head toward the window, and I cringed back in my chair. Her skin was parchment white, even glowing. I squeezed my eyes shut, and when I opened them, I realized I'd screwed myself up, an ordinary, even slightly tanned face. I got off at my bus stop, walked home, and called my girlfriend on the way. We chatted, offered to meet tomorrow, and said goodbye. At the apartment, he turned on the lights all over the place. At home, I turned on the lights all over the apartment and started cooking dinner. It was quite dark outside the window when the alarm bleeped in the yard. I looked automatically out the window. I couldn't see anything because my kitchen was flooded with light. And I had to get closer, lean against the glass, to see what was wrong with the car. I couldn't see anything, of course, downstairs. I looked up and realized that right in front of me in the window of the house across the street was that pale face again. My legs suddenly weakened, but I couldn't move. And I couldn't stop looking. I felt my throat seize up, my eyes begin to burn from the horror inside me, the tears accumulate in them. I couldn't even scream. The face nodded slightly, "There you are," and I was able to pull away from the window, fell to the floor, crawled my back to the opposite wall, stared already at my window, and saw the face looming just beyond it. It regarded me for a few seconds, and then struck a pale palm on the glass outside. I heard the sound of the impact, and I realized that she was really here. It wasn't an illusion, an optical illusion, or a hallucination. And then I shouted, "Take whatever you want, but leave me alone." At the same moment, the creature recoiled from the glass and disappeared into the darkness. There was an unopened bottle of cognac in front of me. I had to drink it all to sleep. That wasn't the end of the day. It was after midnight when my girlfriend's mother called me. Choking back tears, she asked me to come over right away. I was there in 20 minutes. My girlfriend was dead. She was sitting on the bed, huddled against the wall against the window. Her face was pale, snow white. The creature had taken what she wanted. Because I let her. Now I know how expensive a single phrase can be. Always watch what you say.